Wale! Welcome back, everybody, to Nation Wars 3, Day 1, Group A, time for Match 2 as Asia goes head-to-head, Taiwan versus China. And I'm next to Funkadunkadelic, and of course, Pete Drogo. Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Excited about this matchup.
How excited are you?
Just
On a scale of 0 to 10.
I'm gonna be an as out of 10 because I just want to see the
Has
guy.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see Has.
Everyone wants to see Has.
Everybody wants to see that player that made it, you know, that Calories lost it during WCS Season 2 for 5 whole minutes.
He did.
You know, he's that kind of guy that can throw at you a weird-ass build, even though you know Heart of the Swarm for like the last 3 years. He still brings something new to the table. Now, he comes with Legacy of the Void, where nothing is fixed yet. Nothing is, you know, there's no meta
I want to see everything from him today. I think he's made himself a bit of a name in the StarCraft 2 community from WCS. And well, what are your thoughts of? Oh, there's our first game, by the way. It is going to be Tudming versus Cheetos.
Tud Gaming.
So already, my prediction is.
Tudming.
Tudming. I mean, when you say Tudming, it kind of sounds like Tud Gaming.
Yes.
So I understand where that slight mistake came from, but this is Nation Wars. These mistakes are allowed. But what was I going to say? My prediction's already wrong.
Yes.
I said 4-0 Has.
Yeah.
He's not even playing.
You didn't want to say Taiwan 4-0.
No, I said,
you want to say Has 4-0.
But now it doesn't matter because he's not even starting.
Doesn't even matter.
Well, as a professional Heart of the Swarm Protoss player, what's your opinion? Well, I'll get to that in a second. Just hold on a second and I'll come back to that. It's a Chinese team, of course. Shigua, Maxed, and Tud Gaming. As we'll see how well they can do today. It is captained by our dear friend Maxed. And a lot of experience in the team, 27, 28, 27.
Exactly, and in the Taiwanese team, I think the oldest player is 21, and I think it's Cheetos.
Cheetos, all right. Taiwanese team, of course, consisting of the captain, which is Nice, supported by Has and Cheetos. But yeah, going back to what I was going to ask you, as a professional, what's your opinion on Has and his playstyle?
Well, it's definitely viable, especially in Legacy of the Void.
Oh, you make me excited.
Look at this. Cheetos 21. I know my stuff.
You did. You did.
So that's the thing. Let's be honest.
What?
Drogo.
Yeah.
Yeah, come cast with us. There's a high chance that we see a Protoss.
Zerg versus
DBZ in your face.
In your face, mate. Let's see what you can do now. We managed to catch up with some of the guys, actually. I have some paper in front of me.
Yeah.
We caught up with Taiwan, and I like this question. Has. So, O Gaming, Nation Wars, they asked Has. French fans love you for your style. Do you still play the same way in Legacy of the Void? He replied, I don't really know.
What is that even supposed to mean? Like,
he doesn't know. We got a question that we asked Nice, the captain. He said, you're still studying. This is O Gaming 2 Nice. You're still studying. Do you think about going full-time pro in StarCraft 2? His reply was, I'm still improving, hoping to get into a pro career one day. Some info on the boys.
Interesting.
Got some more from China. Who should we talk to? We'll talk to Tudming.
Yes.
We asked him. He is playing, so it's good to do this. Are you going to Korea this year? Maybe next year, because this year's almost run out. So we'll imagine that's 2016.
Yes.
If I manage to get an invite, I definitely will. Plan-wise, I can't really afford to go on my own money. If there is a chance, I absolutely want to go, says Tudming.
That's pretty cool.
Some info stats is because we can't do the pre-game interview with them because none of us really speak Chinese or Taiwanese. So we asked them ahead of time some questions, and I'll bring out some more a little bit later on.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good insight, I think, in general. Like, the fact that Has doesn't even know how he plays these days. SC2 Radical, rooting for my brothers from Ukraine.
Hashtag Bly's on fire.
That was good, watching Nation Wars 3.
Hello, Nikolai. Yeah, but I was reading his Twitter name.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Nikolai.
Drinking some whiskey and watching Nation Wars, but, you know, selfie style.
That is Funker style. Working out and taking lessons from Atyu and Merlot. Thank you, Cobb, Yuki, Asuna. Nicole there.
Ooh. Prison Break on Fox with at Rotterdam 08.
Look at him in the middle of his
That is
blue
sick.
hair.
This
That
is pretty
sick.
cool.
Yes. Looks buffed and everything.
And here's our first map.
Central Protocol, and we've seen a ZVZ going, Bly's way with a really aggressive map. Game 1, not game 1 actually, game 5 for Bly and ZVZ. That's a really aggressive map, and I'm looking forward both of those players playing this.
I am too. Funker, you have to introduce the first one,
All right.
which is down here.
Let's
and
do
then,
this really fast.
Yeah, and then we'll have Patrick Joker do the other one.
All right, in the blue for Taiwan, it is Cheetos.
Hype. Okay, Patrick Joker, you have to do
in the
Tudming.
bottom right, as the Zerg red player, it is Toot Gaming.
Toot Gaming!
For
Here we
China.
go, gaming for China.
Both players, extractor, pool,
Of course.
no hatchery first.
It's a map with no ramp, bro.
You can't do that.
It's a map with no ramp. And also backdoor rocks, too.
Yep.
Love it.
So,
Loves it with Suzuki.
what's his name, the blue one? He's gonna scout.
Cheetos.
Cheetos, man.
Yes, we see it
like
now.
like the
Yeah.
breakfast cereal.
Yeah, Shidas is gonna get the scout first. That's really good, I think.
Yes.
It is. 4th player map, and he gets lucky, gets the first scout when Tudming's Overlord went to the north.
So does he make his aggressive opening a defensive one now? Does he start to sit back, or does he go aggressive anyway? Is the question.
Well, he will need to see the guys first
Whoop.
on you when he backs away.
Why did he
so-
back away?
Yeah.
Get back in there.
No.
It was like, maybe I can get away with the fact that I scouted, but you don't.
Yeah.
So that's why he tried to run away. But now he needs to see the gas.
All right,
and he
so,
will.
So two aggressive openers, both doing exactly the same. He still didn't really see anything.
I think the Zergling has
You got a
enough of a
Zergling?
clue. Yeah,
Okay.
like, Zergling has enough.
Yeah, okay. And so he backs off. They're both still going at it. It's like two bulls in the middle of the map now.
Yep. But 6 Zerglings against 2, that's not going to go really well for Tudming, who's losing a little bit of his army and his map control at the same time. Bailing nests, both sides get upped to go for the bailing nests. And no second hatchery for now. Like you said it, that's a really aggressive map. You don't want to take a second base without being able to defend it properly.
Isn't there a slight advantage with the speed timings for one
Yeah.
player? Is it identical?
I was looking at that because in this situation, 1 second ahead in the Zergling
Yeah.
speed timing is huge.
Yep.
Yeah, there's going to
And
be
we
quite a
see
few
it's
hits.
like less than a second actually.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
insanely close.
I don't think that's going to matter that much, but
He might
Tudming
get a
gets
couple
way
of
more
hits, though.
Zerglings.
He might get a
Yeah.
couple of free hits here, Tudming.
Let's see.
Okay,
One free
one
hit.
free hit. Not enough.
That changed everything.
All right, and already we see Cheetos falling back to a spine crawler, drones, and defensive setup overall here. He's pulling out of the attack.
Yep. Building a spine crawler and still no second base. They look really worried, and that's the thing. When you play on the Chinese server, I think taking a second base is not a decision
it's
that you make
forbidden.
like
It's
this.
actually forbidden in every matchup.
Yeah, not allowed.
Especially in Legacy of the Void.
Yep.
Here we go then. Tudming, can he break through the defensive setup of Cheetos, who has a spine, queens, defensive banes?
Ooh, that was really close, but he will not be able to manage that much with it. Like he hits one bailing and a Zergling, that's good.
That's nice.
But still, 16 drones against 13 in favor of Cheetos. So every second that goes by, it's really good for Cheetos, for the blue player. It's not a good bailing hit. It's
So
not
far,
really
this is
good.
looking pretty good for Tudming, right? He's got more units, so he's got
Yes.
more flooding in as well.
And he's gonna get another bailing. He could have had 2 Zerglings at the same time. Can he hit both?
Huge.
Okay, he manages to
He could,
save one
still
bailing.
trap these units if he comes around the right-hand side with his banelings.
A little bit indecisive from Tudming, I think. He's still beating Zerglings, but he was in a really good position for a second. And now, with only one bailing, I don't think he can make that much happen.
No, and I think this is second queen now out as well, so it gets even harder. So, I don't think he's going to be broken. Might call for an expansion soon, but he's going to try go for it. 2 bailings in the corner.
Yep.
Cheeky Kalaris move.
Yep, exactly. And 2 bailing just morphing in for a blue player. Can he get the 2 bailings? Can he get the good detonation on the top? I'm not even sure. The second one is going to blow.
Yeah, gets
Okay.
3 links, and
And suddenly there's a lot of Zerglings for Tudming. Can he get the something?
oh, he's going to get the
need
queens.
twice?
No, never mind. Oh, he was going to jump on him. Expansion has gone down now for Cheetos, so he's pushing himself further ahead. Tudming is not over yet. He's continuing to push forward.
That's a YOLO hatchery.
That's a YOLO more for bailings too.
Also, I agree. But still, like, I don't think he's...
If these 3 in the bottom don't get
Yes.
spotted and also hit the drone line.
Ooh, that was so close on that bailing. But the 3... Does he know?
These 3!
I don't think he knows.
These 3!
It's gonna go on the... it's gonna go on the creep in the bottom.
The drone!
Bailing
The drone!
finish.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Booyah! 6 drones. See you later.
That's
Booyakashaka.
That's a pretty bad mistake out of the Cheetos. He was getting away with the hatchery,
Yeah.
and then he loses most of his economy. 11 drones.
Oh.
He's still losing some. I don't even know how.
He must have got another couple of lings in there. This is a disaster. 8
Cheetos.
drones. What does Tudming do? As he expands, you want to keep pushing it. It's still 1 base versus 2 technically, so it would allow Cheetos a way back in eventually. It looks like he's going to try finish the game.
But, well, obviously, no second hatchery. Do you think that there's a way that could work?
Well, I think he's going to break.
Like with the spine crawler maybe, but it's so easy to go around it.
Yeah, you can run into the main base and just take a fight there, I think.
And then the Baneling explosion that kills
Look,
everything.
there's no Banelings left. Go. There's one about a morph. But in goes the main base.
And the spine crawler has been relocated, so that first base is so empty, so vulnerable. Losing the queen. Dodging the Baneling.
Doesn't get anything either. And this looks like a map victory here for China.
Yep. China, easy first win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Still 13 drones, only 1 hatchery.
There we go. This is
but
going to
there's
be
too
a
much in it.
GG. Tudming opens up with a win.
GG Reno. Win from China on this one.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Cheetos didn't show the level I expected. I wanted a guy with such a cool nickname to do better. And he did not. He left 3 Banelings, hitting all of his economy line. You're not allowed to do that. Not in ZVZ.
All right, do you want a question from Cheetos?
Tell me everything.
Since you lost, we'll have a question. We don't really know you, but you're one of the best Taiwanese players. What's going to make the crowd cheer for your gameplay in StarCraft 2? His response, I like to play solid games with strong mechanics.
Are you excited?
Kappa.
Are you entertained? No, yeah. that,
Perfect time for that question.
No, but I mean, I don't know. He tried to play solid. He did build a second hatchery.
I mean, honestly, until the point where he lost all of his drones to 3 Banelings, I thought he was playing pretty good.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he was handling himself pretty well.
But it's like, it's even the thing, on this map, taking a hatchery seems so risky, because like usually on maps you can like take the hatchery, then have 2 queen on the ramp, you know, so there's no run by, but here it's not the case. It's like not the case, so it's incredibly hard to defend. One fuck up and you lose. And
all right, is it time for the big man himself to make his appearance? Surely.
I think he's gonna wait for a little bit more build up. I think
he's building the suspense.
Nice, and then he's like, you don't know anything about me. You know I'm crazy, but you don't know that I'm the best player in Legacy of the Void, cheese-wise.
Haas is like the headlining band, and these are all support bands coming out first. Cheetos, then Nice, and Nice is the captain, so Nice gets to pick now. Is it himself, or does he send out the killer, the slayer of many?
Would you say Haas or Nice?
Nice?
Yeah, Haas or Nice. That's the 2 players.
Oh, well.
It's gonna be Haas.
I thought it was some kind of weird.
Here he comes!
Haas or Nice, where it's
all right,
2 players.
It's time to get some Protoss cheese. That's why we brought you on.
On this Shield Arena too. That's such a cool map for some dirty all-in.
That might be the reason that they choose Haas instead of Nice on this one, because Urena, what a cheesy map! Like there's nothing worse. Do you imagine like he blocks with 2 pylons and then he builds a base in the middle next to the Zelnaga tower?
I want to see everything from pylon rushes to warp prisms to DTs to mass adepts, you name it, whatever it is. I just want to carrier rush for God's sake. You know, anything. Come on, Haas.
I think he will provide us with some decent stuff on this game.
Yeah.
I would be really pissed if he doesn't.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do on this map. Like usually you can't go Nexus first, like not like on the big macro map. But for example, you can just send a probe and block the hatchery. And if the Zek tries to go for hatch first, then he's like, oh shit, now I can't expand, I have to throw them a pool, and already I'm behind.
Yeah.
You can either like do that or do like double gate adepts, and you have to adapt insanely fast, and if you can take gas, you just lose the game. A lot of cool stuff you can do.
Okay, so What does it say when Petit Drogo has already like 2 or 3 aggressive build on this map? What does it say about Haas?
I mean, that says that Haas has like 5-6 times more than you already. So
I think he knows 18 different all-in builds.
We're in for
on
a
this
surprise.
map for every single matchup.
A question that was asked to all the Taiwanese players, the answer together here is, what does it mean for you to be up against China in the first match? And the Taiwanese players answered in union saying, I think both teams are fairly close in strength. I believe we have a chance to win as long as we perform normally. Not better than normal.
No. They just need to play their own game.
Play their own game. And we know what Taiwanese like is a bit of cheese.
But speaking about cheese, first player from China, Tudming, didn't build a second hatchery.
No.
And all-in for 7 minutes. Okay, the map is kind of screwed up for this. And maybe the decision to go into a ZVZ. I don't know about PVZ on this map. Can you secure yourself a second base easily on this one? Probably not a Nexus first, but after that, like maybe a...
That's the thing, though. Like, Nexus first is insanely risky on this map. I don't think you can do that. Like, you straight up lose to, like, pull first, for example. So it's always, like, gateway first. Oh.
When you least expect it.
Wow.
Says Sovier.
TV.
So yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I mean, so, like, if you go Nexus first and try to play standard macro, I always feel a bit bad, too, on this map. But, like, any kind of aggressive build, you will always be, like, in the face of your opponents 10, 20 seconds sooner than on other maps. So it's really fucking sick to do that. So I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. And interesting. So Haas against Tudmin.
Haas.
PVZ, Ulrena. Probably weirdest map of the map pool.
Look at that, 76% domination from Protoss. Domination.
Those are stats that are taken from NationWars. So we all about those kind of games, with that kind of power behind them. The meaning that they have, qualifying for your country and everything. That changes everything.
Protoss players don't mess around when it comes to NationWars on this map. They don't mess around.
No.
They don't try to take Nexus first. They don't try to take 3 Nexus. It's all about the one base all-ins, man. Hopefully. And this is where Haas just goes Nexus first and dies. I'm like, what?
And then all that build-up was for nothing.
Haas, no. You've killed so many before you in your time.
You'll be happy to know that we are playing StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void patch 3.0539117.
Yeah. Okay. I'm happy we're playing this one and not the 3.0539116 build.
It was so bad.
It was really bad, actually.
So bad.
Happy we're on this new patch.
So bad. Probe could send nukes and force fields. It was terrible. Terrible.
Do make sure to send in your pictures, however you're watching NationWars 3. Just include the hashtag NW3, or for you English-speaking people, NW3. And we'll get it on the show. We'll read it out for you. And it's always a lot of fun. All right, Funka Dunka Wonka.
All right. In the top left of Ulrena, representing Taiwan, but also representing France in a way because he likes the cheese so much. It is Haas. And get hyped, people. That's the first time we see him on Legacy of the Void.
That's right. All right, Jogo, you want to do this one?
At the bottom left of the map, the Red Zerg player are going for a really aggressive build. It's Tudming.
And I think we all expected to see aggressive builds from both sides, both nations, and we're getting it. Tudming has opened up bing bada boom, early Zergling speed, you'd imagine, to try to challenge whatever Haas is up to. And
Which
Haas,
is the Nexus first.
as I called it, is going to go against his... Wait.
No, it's actually going to build double pylon in the middle to block.
No, I'm sorry, but...
What
He's going to go Nexus first and die. No! I called it, but I didn't mean to.
Can I say that Haas has lost this game? If he was walling his main ramp, I think he could win 100%. You can defend on one base even though you go Nexus first.
No.
But with the pylon in the second base, I have very little hope.
Why?
Why would
we
you
want
do
to
that?
see your aggressive Legacy of the Void builds. Why are you going Nexus first? And he's going to go in and be like, no!
And he's like, so
what do you do?
You're a Protoss player. You faced that kind of... build all the loss.
He's gonna try war.
What do you think he can do?
I think what he's doing right now is his best call. Like, it's the only thing he can try to do.
The pylon block on this map.
Oh,
he's gonna win so much time on this one.
Haas. I love you. I love you.
Haas.
And he could do another pylon on the other side too.
Dude,
Build it
I
up.
did mention the double pylon block for something else,
Oh,
but
Haas.
it's happening.
Get that
Haas.
cannon down, bro. Hold it like a
Is
boss.
it gonna be enough though? It is gonna be
Where
enough.
is he going? He's buying himself time.
Actually, he was clicking next to it, and then the Zerglings were like, "No, we can't go through. There's another pylon."
Come on.
He's winning so much time thanks to this.
Cannon's
The
on
cannon
its
is gonna
way.
be over.
That's why you go pull first.
He's
don't
gonna
know.
do another pylon.
Haas!
Lol.
He's backwards cheesing.
This is so sick.
It's not.
This is so
This
sick.
is not over though, because when you defend with cannon, then the Zerg can go for Zergling drops, and if you don't have enough
That's
technology, Zergling drops can kill you.
Okay,
Is he fully safe in yet?
I think the Zerglings have to go so long around
This
the
is-
Nexus.
this
The
is
cannon
a-
is gonna destroy everything.
This is a lot of Zerglings
But the
for only one
Speedling
cannon.
is about to finish.
Okay.
He needs a second cannon,
Okay,
right?
he's got to wall this
He need-
off.
Oh, he's
yeah, he
gonna
needs to
wall it.
protect his cannon, definitely.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Only 2 Zerglings are gonna be able to
Oh
hit, but
my God, Cass.
he's gonna have a Zealot, but that cannon is gonna fall. Can the Zealots manage to hold on the wall pylon? Another pylon? Okay, that's still wall up.
Oh.
Zergling,
Oh,
yeah, really nice positioning.
Nice find. Mothership core is going to be its own way very soon.
But
More links are on the way.
22 probes to 13
He's
to
not
13
building it.
drones.
He's got one cannon
Spider
so
is going
close.
down. Maybe.
The Zealot's like, take my life.
Yeah, but once again, he's gaining so much time.
He's got another cannon.
Dude, he's gonna hold.
Haas, get the Mothership core next. Get some gas, bro.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have any gas for the mothership
Core,
core.
gas. Go, go, go.
Go, go.
Is he going to hold?
What a hold.
There's 10 more.
Maybe.
The Nexus might die. He
Don't
needs
you
to be-
think, like, even if he loses the Nexus, he's still good?
I don't know. There's 2 bases up now. There's
I
a
don't-
second hatchery.
13 drones, and he's still building Zerglings.
Oh. No, he's gonna overcharge his pylon now.
Go.
Everything's gonna
Okay.
be fine.
Can he
power
save
of
the
the
Nexus?
pylon!
Tudming for China takes the Nexus down, and this has to be a lead for Tudming, no doubt, right? Two hatcheries. This guy's walled in.
He's been building
Over
it.
12 to 13 drones to 26.
This is closer than it looks though. Like, if Studming's ahead, it's not by that much, I think.
We'll have to see his drone flood in a second. Can he actually?
Can he get the Nexus cancelled once again?
Ooh.
I think he can.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it. And now that starts to look grim, in my opinion, for Haas.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
even though we felt at some point that you could go Nexus first because of the double pylon block, while in overall it just doesn't move and
Yeah.
dies to a pylon,
Sorry.
it's a good position for a Chinese player.
Oh, Haas.
But there's a Stargate already though. He had a lot of gas banked and he's making sentry. I don't know, like, if I was Haas, I would feel like I could somehow win the game. Like, I would still believe I was stealing it. You're a little bit behind, but one
Yeah.
Oracle with a lot more kill than usual.
That's true. Like, if this Oracle gets a lot, the game's back in his favor quite fast. Whoa! What a start to
What
this
a
one.
start. What a start.
What a start.
We said Nexus first
What a
into
start.
Speedling all in, Haas dies. But no.
He
Urena,
survives.
Quadruple block
He's a
with the pylon.
survivor.
He is.
He's a survivor.
And he's gonna build an Oracle. There is no spores in the way, just more queens, which still can be useful in defending this. And now he sees the Stargate.
Yeah, that's a good scout. That's a good find.
And
And he's just building queens.
Yeah, he's
which is
making a
kinda
lot.
nice.
It's making me feel that he's maybe gonna go for something like Nidus. Oh no, he actually has 1 queen, so that's why he's making so many.
Okay.
Spores already with a Robo follow-up for Haas.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
What we're gonna see from that then?
And he has +1 already. Like, I'm trying to figure out in my head if it's macro or if it's immortal all in.
Immortal in after a Stargate and a Nexus for getting cancelled twice.
Yeah, like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not, man?
Why not?
It's
I
Haas.
mean, build immortals, sentries, and just, make stuff happen.
Here we go. Spore Call finished up on time. Good job there by Tudming. And his judgment down well. And the Oracle loses half its hit points already without doing anything.
That is pretty bad.
It's a
for
very
us.
good defense.
Yep.
And they.
He's gonna die.
No! Haas! No! No! The fail Oracle.
I know he's making Phoenixes.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's like the worst investment of 300 gas I've ever seen in my life.
That's a shame. That's a big shame.
That's really bad. But now with the gateway
Okay,
explosion, is he just gonna go for
He's
like
going for the
Adept,
ramp, bros. He's going for the ramp.
Adept, Warp Prism, and
Yeah.
a couple of force fields?
Yeah.
This is definitely something like, oh, he's making 1 Phoenix to clear the Overlord, then go with a Rock Prism. This is really smart play.
Yeah, I love it. It's still winnable for Haas. No bias here for Haas. Toad Ming, though, he's got no idea what's about to hit.
Toad Ming needs to make units right now. He didn't see any gases, or right now his gases, but like he should know that he's all in at this point.
He's still droning.
He's droning,
He's
getting
still
an evo, 10 drones.
He's got no scout, no overlord close. He's got no vision on the third nexus. He's got no idea what's happening. He sees a Phoenix, but doesn't know the follow-up. And here it is. The good old El Clasico move from Protoss since 2010, pretty much. Clear the road with the Phoenixes and then follow up with the Warp Prism. And he's gone for the ramp.
Oh, damn. Haas gonna go for it, dropping the sentries, and here is the
This is what we wanted to see. Legacy of the Void, Zealot warp in. Well, the depths, but
Hadeps with +1 is gonna Shrek everything in the main. And now, if you're Toad Ming, you have to be really mad.
He's got no Ravagers to break the force field because Roaches are only just beginning. We're gonna see another round of warp-ins.
He's got so much force fields.
Can these Roaches are about to pop out? Oh, no.
No.
Okay, no.
No way.
Those 4 Roaches have no chance.
Dude, Hasda just did it again.
And he can kill the Roach Ryan too.
I think he...
Oh, yeah. Roach Warren, Spawning Pool. What are you gonna build?
This is drones.
This is so sad.
This is a clean execution, honestly. Very impressive by Haas.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job by Haas. He's killed 20-odd drones already and it's increasing. Force fields continue to land. No reinforcements from the second and third can enter the main to defend, where every key structure is GG.
Haas doesn't disappoint.
He doesn't disappoint. He almost did.
I mean, he builds Nexus first, but it's actually... He wants to be behind. So that guy just feels so good about himself that he builds nothing but drones and queens. And then bam!
Boom.
Force field on the ramp. Wale for the force field.
Wale for the force field. Great stuff. And Haas now gets to continue to fight on against China. He equals up the score 1-1 after Toad Ming took out Cheetos. Haas took out Toad Ming, which means now China have to go to their next set of players, which is either Maxed or Shigua. 2 very good players. Still to come.
I would like
But
to
Haas
see...
Haas ain't scared.
Do we want to see Haas in PvP or do we want to see another PvZ?
Oh, entertainment-wise, Protoss... That's a good question, actually.
Yes. That's what I
Because you'd like to see another Protoss versus Zerg Cheese, but I wouldn't mind seeing some Protoss versus Protoss Cheese as well.
You know,
Kill them before they get even close to Blinkstalker's Disruptors.
Yes. And I think our good friend Petit Drogo would probably take that build, right? PvP.
If you're
How
a
do you
cheesy
feel about it
Protoss,
these days?
if you're a cheesy Protoss, where would you go?
I mean, I would like personally to see a PvP. Because like I know that Maxed is also a guy that really likes Warp Prism DT like all the time in PvP. So I think it will be really entertaining. Strategy-wise, I feel like he would go for another Zerg. But it depends. Like the Zerg is gonna they're gonna choose the map at the other side. Because in PvZ, it's a lot about the map. There's a lot of map. If you play a Protoss that's better than you, you just go on Larry Crest. You go on the map with 2 gold.
It's Dusk Towers, the next map. Just FYI.
It's going to be the Dust
Oh,
Towers.
well, then
PvZ, manageable, right?
I mean, like as a Protoss player, I really like Dust Tower. It feels like one of the easiest maps to play.
Yeah.
Like Zergs like it too because they can defend like their stuff easily. I don't know, it's not map for macro players, so it's gonna be a bit weird to see what's happening.
What is going to happen to Haas if he has to play a macro map? Will he just tilt and just can't play anymore?
Well, good thing for him there's no Terrans, right? Because
Yes.
PvT 6% on this map. But yeah, we'll find out in a second. We will have the countdown from Team China to find out who they're going to play.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. I think Haas doesn't care about numbers like 6%. Doesn't matter who he's playing against, what race, what type of player, stylistically, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
He'll kill them before they can do what they want to do anyway.
if you think about his WCS run, I know what you're trying to do, but in his WCS run, the way he built, he did his build, considering the maps and everything, I think for a guy that actually knows how to build like a pylon and then 2 gateways to have just a tiny wall for a stalker to go through. It's like the kind of guy that kind of likes knowing his maps, you know? Even if you go Cannon Rush or stuff like that. He's going to be playing PvZ. Another one, Shigua.
Shigua, who's ranked 70 on the Korean server, which is pretty healthy.
Oh.
Good to see. So it seems like he's going to put up a good fight against Haas.
Liking it.
But we will go to a quick break before we get to that, right, Funky Dunker?
Yes, we are. So what do we do? We'll see you after the break, guys.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Sickest break throw
Yeah,
ever. that Funker.
just
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nation Wars 3, Day 1, Group A, Match 2. A list of things to say there. Welcome back, Roddy, to the casting desk.
It's quite a mouthful, but that's why you're on the desk, Sean.
Yeah, I've got to deliver these things, and sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. Right now, I seem to be okay. Having fun in Paris. I know you're a bit tired. You arrived late-ish last night, or was it evening?
Yeah, no, like 1 a.m.
And then you went to sleep-ish and woke up at 7, so...
Yeah, 6 actually.
6.
I stood up at 7, so yes, it's been a very long day. Yesterday when Junior was very long, but tomorrow I'll be on full strength. Today it's like Roddy with a handicap, you know, like 80%.
Do you say that in French as well, like translation-wise? Because you said stood up, and this is something Germans do as well, but you don't really say... In the morning, I stand up or stood up.
Why? You stand up
Well,
out of bed?
like,
what else do you do?
Like proper direct translation, or you know, the meaning is because you do stand up or stood up. But do you say that in French?
I'm pretty sure we do.
You do? In English, you'd never say that. Like, I got up.
That's what you say?
Yeah, I got up at 7 this morning rather than I stood up.
Okay, well, I mean, like, technically you stand up,
Yeah,
right?
you do.
Otherwise you still lay
I heard it
there.
the first time when a German was speaking to me. I was like, "What? What do you mean you just stood up?" He's like, "What?"
Okay, well, I learn something new every day, Sean.
Yeah, I assumed that it'd be in French too. So.
Yeah.
But, you know, all that aside, despite the fact I'm a little tired, it's still very fun. It's super fun to be here. The Gaming Studio is awesome. The people on Twitter are awesome with all their funny pictures of how they're looking nationwide.
Keep sending them in.
Yeah,
They're
that's
funny.
really fun.
They're really funny.
I
We
think it's
enjoy
so
that.
fun to see actually like the people on the other side of the screen because they see us, but we never see them. And then when we actually see them as well. So hashtag NW3.
Nation Wars 3.
Take a selfie.
Take a selfie.
Get
Take
your
a
dog.
Roddy selfie.
Get your dog in the selfie too.
Get your dog in the selfie.
Yeah.
Roddy loves his dogs. So send your pictures. He does. He's a massive dog lover. And eventually, we talked about this, he's going to own a truck and have a dog. And
then put the dog on the truck.
Put the dog on the truck and then take an Instagram picture with it. So that's what Roddy's going to do. Hope you're having fun with us as well, Joker. We're a little bit crazy, but...
You're funny, guys. Don't worry.
Thanks, man. I hope you're looking forward
He
to...
likes us more when we talk about nonsense than talk about the game because then we're just wrong all the time.
Because then we're wrong. At least we're kind of not wrong when we're talking nonsense. He like puts up with it, I guess. Dust Towers, Protoss versus Zerg.
PVT seems reasonable.
Yeah, it looks great. Looking good. Pass versus
That's like my
Shigua.
11 record. Sorry, Sean.
It's okay, man.
I can't help it.
Do you like Protoss versus Terran on this map?
No.
The fort base is really annoying. Like if you take the fort base on the low ground, they always take the high ground with a drop, and you can't mine from it. So you basically, if you spawn on the left bottom, you have to take your fort at 9 o'clock.
I mean, like when you play a Terran in macro game on this map, they just total up with Liberator, and we're like, okay, dude, I'm gonna come back in 3 minutes with 15 Liberators. So try to get something to counter that, and you can't.
He like walks up to your base, types in chat, BRB, 3 minutes, goes back, comes again, game over. All right, so who do you think is going to win this one? Shigua's high-ranked Grandmaster Korean server, rank 70, which is just healthy seeing it, versus Hass, who's Hass?
I think Shigua.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think Shigua too?
I think Shigua also knows Haas. So I feel like if you know Haas, you should also realize that you play a little different against Haas than you would maybe do against, let's say, Sorky in his prime or something. You know, like well, actually, that's a bad example. Rain, because we're looking at it from ZVP. I'm very tired. Either way, so I think Shigua is solid enough here to deal with the craziness that Haas has in store for him.
And what does Haas have in store for him is the important question to ask. We're loaded in to map number 3 between China and Taiwan. Which country is going ahead in this series? And up here to the north is the blue Protoss player. It's our favorite. It's Haas. No, you missed it. Wale! All right, Roddy, your turn.
And on the south side of Dusk Towers, we're looking at the main base of our Chinese. Give it up for Jiwa Wale!
Wale!
Come on, Petit Rogamonta.
Wale! And we have Funker on the... He's driving... He's on the wheels.
Wow, he kicked Coca
he
out of his...
Coca off and he's decided to observe himself.
Yeah, I did that last game, you know, I don't want to throw anybody on the bus, but there were 6 drones dead, and then suddenly there were 11 drones dead. So I am not too surprised that
Funker's like, I'll take over from here. I've got this. Drone scout coming out here from Shigua, and it is a Nexus first from Haas inside his main.
He's so sad right now. I just broke him mentally. He's never observing a game again.
That was pretty mean. You called him out, man. Sometimes we let that slip and no one noticed, but you put that out there. So drone scout to 3 hatch. I guess Shigo checking if he's in danger at all to be able to put this down.
Like to me, this drone scout screams, "I don't want to die to proxy 3 gates."
Yeah.
Like that's all it means.
Please, Haas, don't kill me first.
Well, in Haas's case, it would probably be like proxy 5 gate.
Is there proxy 5 gate? Yeah. Is there a really strong? Because you know in Heart of the Swarm you could go Nexus first and it powers up a good 7 gate or something, right? Is there something similar or equivalent in Legacy that you can power up to pretty fast?
There's some really weird lane, which I don't want to call out too early if they're good or not. But I feel like in general, like doing a really strong 2-base attack is a lot harder than Turtle of the Swarm. If I want to do like a really crazy stuff, especially on this map, I'm gonna take a quick 3rd base, then do a crazy timing. To me, it's a lot stronger.
Okay.
I feel the same way as well, and I think it has something to do with the new Chrono Boost as well, because the new Chrono Boost is inferior to the old one, I feel. The old one was better if you used it perfectly.
Well, it also has a lot to do with the fact that pylons are slow, and proxying a gate is a lot harder than doing a proxy pylon.
Yeah, and it just feels like most 2 gateway attacks, they arrive like a little bit later for some reason. I don't know, I think the 2 base against Zerg, like, I've tried it a couple times, and in very rare scenarios, I feel it works. If Zerg decides to open up with like, 22 speedlings and doesn't achieve anything, like then you can do it, but I feel if the game plays out very normal, I think it's very hard to make a 2-base all-in work.
Alright, well, Stargate is the choice, which hasn't been spotted yet. He did go Stargate in the last game, but lost his Oracle before he could do anything.
Phoenix DT, boys.
Phoenix DT, Roddy's
I'm ahead of the meta.
prophecy.
I am ahead of the meta. Like, you guys can laugh right now.
I didn't laugh, I don't. Todd laughs at you, not me.
In like 4 months from now on, everybody's going Phoenix DT.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think about that just rattling off? Phoenix DT.
I think he's absolutely right. I can question him,
I don't know if he's trolling or not,
No,
but he backed you up. We'll take it as he did. So Drogo agrees with Roddy.
Haas doesn't yet, but that's all right. Yeah, he'll come.
So Oracle first. Hopefully he doesn't lose it instantly. But yeah, pretty fast third Nexus 2, which has been spotted by Shigor pretty early. And he is looking around the back with an Overlord as well. Doesn't obviously find anything as of yet.
This is a really standard opening by Haas. I would have liked him to make a Void Ray, because like usually if you don't make a Void Ray, even a really late Zergling drop can kill you when you only have like 1 Adept and 1 Worship Core, so... Oh, he's making a Phoenix instead. Then he's gonna make a Twilight Concealer on Dark Shrine. You were right.
I don't think so, but...
Plus you just cross all your fingers and toes.
I mean, does he even have any anti-air where that Oracle is heading towards the main base of Shigawa?
Spores are coming in now.
Oh, that's bad. How many drones? Making bet right now. I say 8.
I'm not a gambling guy. I don't bet.
7.
Okay.
No, come on.
None. No. No bet. No bet. No bet.
Sean, no.
No.
Really?
No bet.
I said 8.
You said 7.
No, he said 7. 8.
8 it is. Roddy wins. Hand over your car keys, Drogo.
Nice. New PC. What are you guys sponsored by again?
I'll take one of those, please.
These adapts don't do a whole lot, but
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
No.
Too bad.
So it is 8. Good shout there, Roddy.
yeah, that's the only thing I ever win in life.
Betting on Oracle. Oh, second Stargate coming in. Hello.
Yeah, Visas.
Stargate. Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
What do you know, Haas? What do you know?
Then I think you should start +1 already, because I feel like if you want to, most of the time when you go triple Stargate, you're gonna make quite a few Phoenixes, unless he goes Void Ray into something heavier.
This is hard to call. Like both Void Rays and Phoenixes feels like
Spire.
viable option. Oh, Spire, this is
Walking
terrible
right into
for
it as well, yeah. He's got no scouting information as well. Every Overlord's been cleaned up. I think there's one. Oh, there's one being turned into an Overseer. That's his hope. His hope and dreams. Is it an
Yeah, it's
Overseer?
going to morph at full HP.
2 Phoenix though.
Okay, no, you need speed. If you have the speed upgrade.
Oh, Legs are getting! Oh, how did Legs get him? Oh, great crossfield though.
Oh, there's still a link in.
Oracle.
Look at the Oracle. The Oracle.
Oh!
No.
No, he's gonna scout it!
So sick.
How does he kill it? Kill it straight away. He's gonna kill it. No, the Overseer!
No,
The Overseer's okay. Does the Ling get killed? Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a legend. Alright, I cannot deal with this anymore. The chosen one.
He gets it anyway!
Christopher Columbus, the Zergling.
Oh, I can't believe he got it anyway!
Find something that no one else has found before.
Oh, Shigua! Oh god, that's a great scout, because if he
Yeah.
got into Spire Tech, he was screwed, let's be
Well, I
honest.
mean, he still has Spire, but like, if he would have fired up 14 Mutalisks into 7 Phoenixes, that's when you're
Oh
super dead.
god.
I do not understand why he's not getting +1 on the Phoenix, because +1 is so sick.
Oh, why is making Hydralisk? Oh, why?
Oh, he's gonna.
Well, I mean,
I would have liked Corruptor a lot more in this
Yeah?
situation.
Yeah?
Why?
Because like you just shut down the Phoenixes. Then you
yeah,
can
but
like
if he drops a Fleet Beacon, then like the Phoenix are gonna shut down your Corruptors, no?
no, no. I don't agree with that statement. I feel like if you try to get like an insane amount of Phoenixes, then you just get some Hydralisk and I don't know, you kill the dude. Like you just have too much freedom of a Zerg if you have Corruptor versus a frigate target
Ronnie's
Phoenix.
a Phoenix
Yeah,
expert here.
I feel like if you have 3, like I agree with you if it's like 1 Stargate Phoenix, but with 3 Stargates, he can pump out so many Phoenixes that I think it would have been hard for Corruptors to win the fight, and you're gonna need to transition into Vipers as well. But I don't know.
Yeah, like you just make a lot of spores, then you get Vipers, then it's
Okay.
like, stop dude.
Alright.
But this is a really big all-in by us actually. This is
Yeah.
like Adept Phoenixes, which
Yeah.
could really work. This is this
Yeah,
Hydralisk.
Yeah,
for sure.
this is going to be pretty interesting to see. That there's no meat at the front of this Zerg army. There's
And it's
nothing to
very
stop
hard.
this.
It's very hard to scout as well if you're Shigawa, you know. Like, how do you scout? The last thing you ever
Yeah.
expect after seeing 3 Stargates is a gateway all-in.
Well, he moves forward. He takes down the Oracle. That's always a good.
Yeah,
good
but these
pick up,
Hydras are gonna get shredded.
like now
man.
he sees and
Oh god.
He needs
here we go.
spores.
Oh, the drones! Get out! Get out!
Okay, at least he knows that. Yeah.
Spores are coming in. One's repositioned. That's a lot of damage from the Hydras though.
Okay, that's
but
a
likewise from the
poor,
Adepts.
poor engagement by Haas.
He pulls back.
Maybe he's waiting for the Shades to be available again, or one more warp in. I feel the longer he waits,
Wait,
the
there's
more
more
or less.
Hydras. The +1 attack's going to finish.
Yeah.
The Lurker Den, I know he's not close right now, but will be eventually. Another big warp in. 9 Adepts.
Just let that fort base die, Shigawa.
Is he got to go, right?
It doesn't want to be safe. Don't save it.
There's more Adepts than there are Hydras, but there's still a lot of Zerg here. Here comes the pickups from the Phoenix on the left-hand side.
That's
they
a
don't do
really
anything.
bad engagement.
They don't do anything here. There's a smoker in position. Hydra's getting so much damage done. Haas, go!
Haas has 1500 minerals as well, and he went for the worst engagement that I've ever seen with Phoenixes.
Reckoning is live.
I mean, it's very well done by Shigawa, don't get me wrong. Like, gotta give credit where credit is due. He absolutely made the best of that defense,
Yeah.
but Haas, like, that's not how you engage with Phoenixes. When you engage with Phoenix against Hydras, the Prism gets picked off as well.
Oh, what a
You-
fail.
You gotta be decisive. You can't fly in and out, in and out. Like, no. When you want to fight with Phoenixes, you just go for it.
How do you stop the Lurker Den now? The Lurker's a finish. He can obviously go for an attack on the other side shortly. What?
I mean, he didn't even kill the hedge. Can you believe it?
What? I mean, what? How do you deal with this? Do you rush the robotics bay down, or do you just go for a follow-up attack again anyway?
Carriers.
I feel like what he's gonna do is gonna make an absolute shit ton of Phoenixes and try to catch him off guard. But as I say that, he's making a lot of Adepts.
It's not just us, Sean. We don't. The pro gamers don't get Haas either.
Here we go. Well, he moves in with his Adepts
Oh,
on
God.
top of the Hydras. His full
Oh,
Lurker's born.
no.
There's no detection.
Oh, no.
And this is what you call carnage tasteless. JJ! Absolutely annihilation, as that is an easy pickup for Shigua. And
Okay.
a brutal, brutal part there we just saw. Wow, that was nasty, mate.
Yeah, that absolutely made no sense to me.
I mean, the attack from Has made sense to me, but usually it works a lot better if the Zerg tries to get locker. So like you get more value out of like your lifting because you lift lockers and then there's not enough Hydralisk. But here he only had Hydralisk when he was next to 2 spores. Like these spores were a big deal actually.
So you think if he went Corruptors, would he have been able to defend that?
Yes, because then you kill the Warp Prism and the dude cannot warp any more Adepts.
Yeah.
What if he has a pylon?
Well, then it takes forever to warp in anything. And the attack sucks. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one thinking a Corruptor were not that bad of an idea.
No, I wouldn't count you out, mate. You're a fantastic Protoss player, and I
True.
believe in you to be the #1 French player in 2016. You know what? Screw Lilbo, okay? It's all about you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so China's up 2-1 now in this series against Taiwan. And naturally now, the last player from Taiwan has to come out, and it is going to be the team captain, Nice. Or Nice, as you like to refer to him as. I don't know how well he's going to do against Sheik. I mean, sure, that game was a little bit iffy whether he could have lost or not, but he looked okay overall.
No, for sure. I
So-
mean, that was a phenomenal hold in the end because it's very difficult to scout like an 8 or 9 gateway all-in when the guy has 3 Stargates.
Yeah.
That's the last thing on Earth you expect. So the fact that he was able to like reposition those spores, get a good fight. Also, he danced back and forward and somehow always kept the Phoenixes at bay.
Yeah.
Like it's always hard to say whether it was fault on Haas's side or if it's all just great play by Shigawa, but defending that was not easy because at first I think it looked very dicey. Because when the attack started, there were like 10 Phoenixes and 12 or 14 Adepts against like 12 Hydralisks, and it looked like there's absolutely no way he's ever going to buy enough time, and he somehow did it. So I think it was a very good job by Shigua, for sure.
Well, going to be another Protoss versus Zerg. Nice plays Protoss as well. He's only 16 years old. He's the youngest player on Taiwan. Still in school as well.
Did he grow up in France?
I don't think he did, Roddy. I mean, as much as you want him to be called Nice, I think it's nice. This is where it's like something completely, it's like Nicky. It's just something else. It's not nice or Nice, it's like Nicky. I'm like, why? Well,
He's like, actually, we pronounce the C as a Y, so it's like Nai. It's like, what?
Nai. That actually sounds a little bit more Taiwanese than nice niece and Nicky, so. All right, here is Team Taiwan. We have Cheetos, who opened up first today. Unfortunately, was beaten by Tud Ming. Haas went up and then was eliminated by Shigua. And now it is all down to our friend Nice, who is a young prodigy from Taiwan, question mark. It's not, it's a fact in a question. Young prodigy from Taiwan, fact. So hopefully you can...
Why not an exclamation mark then?
You know what, mate? I don't know the answer, to be honest.
Hey, that picture of Haas is really badass, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I love... who is going to fall to Haas's cheeses? And then Cheetos?
Cheetos!
Or Cheetos.
That's why he calls himself Cheetos. He plays against Haas in every national tournament. Oh, wow, it's my favorite map of all time.
Lerilet Crest.
I love this map, T-Drogo.
Protoss are great against Terran. Look at that. 75 win rate. Win 3 out of 4 games. You guys are overpowered.
PvZ, I have no idea like which Protoss has played against which Zergs, but nah.
Right.
So all jokes aside, I don't hate on maps very often. I kind of always play just every single map. I don't veto maps because I like the variety that it brings me. I'm not a pro gamer, so even playing on a rougher map is not the end of the world for me.
Yeah.
But this is the first map in many, many map seasons that I've vetoed.
Is this a veto for you as well, Drogo?
No, the only map I have veto is the map with 2 goals. I actually like this map.
You like this map over Cyan Terraces? That's the double gold map.
Yeah, I like this map a lot more. I actually like this map. Like in PvZ, I have a build that is good, just so good on this map. I love it. But it's only because of one build. If I have to play a macro game on this map, screw that.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so it's you. All right. So if you say screw that to a macro game on this map, and Roddy doesn't like the map anyway, so I'm going to guess that Nice isn't going to play out this game super standard.
Yeah, so this was actually his pick. He could have picked any of the remaining maps.
I think the map order actually is already laid out before the series begins.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you choose a player for the map.
Cool.
So I mean,
they have no choice.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, thanks guys, really good job over
He's
here.
like, cheers guys, you just won one more game. Could have played someone else, but no, you know what? Thanks, I'll land on this one.
I think like Protoss on Orbital Shipyard or Dusk Towers, I don't think that's all that bad. On this map, I think it's a little more rough, but that's also, I guess maybe it's just like my personal flavor. I'm not a big fan of gateway openings. Like I like going to like Nexus first, but I feel on this map it's extremely risky.
I still go for Nexus first on this map. It's like you have one chance out of 3 of scotting the guy last and losing. That sucks, but...
Well, if you've seen what I faced in the casino over the years, T-Drogo, I had a lot less chance than 1 out of 3 to lose all my money, but I did. All right. No, I'm excited for this. It should be a really good match.
All the time, every time. NationWars, man. That's what it's all about, the fun games. Guys, still make sure to send in your pictures.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to backlog some of the pictures for the next series so we can look at them. So while the games are loading or the opening build orders are taking shape, send us your pictures of how you are watching and enjoying NationWars. Hashtag NW3 with a picture, and we'll hopefully put it on the show after this map.
And make sure to include your dog.
If you got a dog, definitely include the dog in the picture.
I mean, half the people that are watching this probably have a dog. Who doesn't have a dog in this day and age?
I don't have a dog. Do you have a dog, Drogo?
No, I am a cat person.
Are you a cat person? Oh,
Ew.
Roddy's definitely not a cat person. He's like, you heard him. He's like, ew. All right, up here to the top right-hand side, playing for Taiwan. Needs to turn this around, otherwise we are going to the last remaining player. It is Nice.
You just said Nice.
I said nice.
Yeah, but before that you said Nice. I giggled.
I never say Nice. And then down here to the bottom left-hand side, it is a player who played excellently representing China. Looking forward to moving forward 3-1. It is Shigua.
I have an old riddle for you.
What's that then?
What does Giga stand for?
God, I've heard this before. I don't,
Mr. Bitter has said this in every single game he ever casted of this game.
I don't even know anymore. I think I erased it.
It's
What
a
was it?
fruit.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, I remember. It's a fruit. There's the same couple of things that Mr. Bitter used to say every single
I know.
time.
Ohana's family.
Ohana's family.
Slivko has big biceps.
Slivko has big biceps. And guys, have you ever seen the guy in the turret that spins around?
The Mr. Third guy.
The turret guy. And then every other game he'd be like, hey guys, I told you years ago Reaper Expand was the way. I remember his saying.
You know, and all jokes aside, Mr. Bitter was ahead of the meta a couple times. Like a long time ago, he told me, I was like, hey man, he's like, hey, I keep dying against this build. I was like, what is it? He's like, yeah, they make a couple sentries and then a couple immortals and they just attack me on 2 bases. I was like, ah, that's really bad. He's like, well, but I don't know how to beat it. I was like, well, that maybe works on your level. But that's literally what I told him.
Little did you know, party became
3
a
years
legend.
later.
So 3-hatch versus double gateway here, Drogo.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sure this could lead into a Nexus, but I'm pretty sure that Nice is gonna go into 1 base Forget Adept.
Yeah, he's gonna open up double adept, right?
Yeah, it's double Adept, you plant them a Robo, then just make more Adept. Then it's actually a sick build.
He's
love
gonna
this
do it with a
build.
Robo? A
Yes,
Robo?
yes, because then you make a War Prism. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but like, don't you think it's maybe just proxying a pylon, or
Nah,
maybe
nah,
even
nah.
getting a gateway?
Because you make a War Prism, because then
Yeah.
what's happened is that you have a lot of Adepts really early, so you shed all of them to the main base, then you plant a Force Field in the ramp, and you just go with your Adepts where the Zergling are not. So
I think he's just gonna go for old school 4-gate.
yeah, but the fact that he's making a worship card that early is making me think that maybe it's gonna be something else. Because if I was him, I would have like made the Robo before the worship card to attack even faster.
I think it's just gonna be a proxy pylon with a gateway for a super pylon.
Yeah, you're right. You should really be chrono boosting his crop gate though, not his worship
Yeah,
card.
I totally agree with that. Especially because, like, I still feel that the new Chrono Boost is not as well. It's a Stargate. Who is this? This guy. This is Haas again.
Is this Haas?
He's actually doesn't exist.
He doesn't exist. It's like, the only way we can win is if I just make more of me. I got a new passport, a new face.
Yeah. This is like Yuri's Revenge Red Alert, but it's like Haas has cloned himself. Why don't you serve Haas?
Cheetos never ever existed. Has anyone seen him live? It was always me.
Come on, kill the drones and then Shadow.
Nexus behind this, so double gateway Stargate.
Oh, no, the probe! 1 pylon is not enough.
Ooh, gonna get a queen and then gonna teleport away.
Okay, so it was
Inside
kind of
the
a
main.
fake.
No, he doesn't go for it.
Hey, what happened to the other adept? It
Oh,
died?
it must have been killed.
Wow, I'm shocked. Oh, what?
Slowly.
Did he morph the wrong drone?
Yes.
That's funny.
And he missed 3 shots there, or 3 follow-up shots, and he is trapped and will die.
Ah man.
But here comes 2 more, and where's the Oracle? I'm assuming it's an Oracle. Where is it?
I mean, this is like kind of cool because you're so big.
Oh, supply caps.
okay.
No!
That's very unfortunate. But stuff like this is cool, right? Because as a Zerg player right now, you're just annoyed and you're like, defending adept. Okay, this was really well done. This was kind of bad. But just now you start thinking about the follow-up. While you're defending against adepts, if that Oracle wouldn't have been supply blocked and it would already be flying across the map right now, you kill 10 drones pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, I agree. Also, the fact that you were a cross position was very good for Xigra, because this build, if you're close position, this map is short, it could have been completely different.
Yep.
But cross position, it was hard to make anything happen.
He tried, but...
Yeah, kind of late, sadly. And this is a pretty good position for Shigua. Decent drone count climbing up now. Lair on the way. Overlord's going to spot the Oracle very, very early on. So his Spore Crawl's going to be planted in time.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little dicey for our Taiwanese Protoss.
I've seen that before, Oracle into 1 Phoenix.
We're gonna check the hotkeys after this game, don't worry guys.
This might be Haas.
He's trying to go into a macro game, I think, but...
He loses Oracle that and he kills him like this. Definitely Haas.
It's the Robo.
Into 2 more Stargates, boys.
Alright, Overlord's having a look around. Oracle still without any kills yet.
But
Coming around this left-hand side, it's going to push back as well.
The thing is though, if you take, okay, that's nice. He gets a couple of drones for his efforts. But if you take a look at the army right now of Nice, so nice. Like he doesn't even really have any DPS to knock down his own rock. So how is he supposed to go up to 3 bases? Like, if he wants to kill the rocks with a Mothership Core and 2 sentries, that takes quite a while.
Well, I mean, he's only making one Phoenix. It's a Robo in production. I think
So it's
I
just
know
a
what this is.
An 8-gate follow-up or something?
Yeah, this is like some weird lane, I'm pretty sure. Because only making one Phoenix is like the time when he's touched, apparently.
Oh, there's the Warp Prism. There's
A
the Robotics
Bay,
Bay.
though.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, okay.
A prodigy, boys.
Prodigy. Alright, the Overlord or Overseer at the back is going to go. Same time as the Oracle. And he gets a couple of drone kills here, but everything inside the main base of Protoss has been spotted now. There's a nice Overseer. Says, okay, well, I know everything you have.
He's 20 workers behind.
Yeah.
Going up to a third base at the 6-minute and 20-second mark, that's very late in Legacy actually. That's way later than it's supposed to be. And he's 20 workers down. Like, you're gonna need some magical disruptor hits.
And cheeky probe, cheeky force of the overcharge. But we're going to see a lot of units in a second. Just Roach Hydra, immense amount of units. Disruptor obviously could be a game winner, but like you said, he has to hit with 1 or 2 balls by the time this attack comes into everything.
If he
Otherwise
wins his
he
game
dies.
with disruptors, do we rename them to Nice Balls?
Nice balls. Yeah, man. We
Or
can
nice
do whatever
balls?
we want, man. Nice balls.
I mean, you call them Desro Balls, so
yeah.
may as well just call them Nice Balls then.
It started with Desruptors because it made more sense,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
it evolved into Desro balls. Having fun at NationWars. All right, so quite a few units. Not as much as I thought he was going to go for. The Infestation Pit is down and he's drone in his fort, but he's going to poke these rocks with a handful of units to see what he can achieve. But there is I think there's a disruptor out now, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, there's one out.
There's
First
one
one
that's
is out,
gonna be
second one is on the
harassing
way.
somewhere.
Yeah,
I think.
it's on its way.
What are those? Ravengers? Or
Ravages, yeah, Ravages.
Yeah, there's not even a lurker then, I believe.
I don't
mean,
think so.
the good thing about Ravengers is they're very
that's
fat,
nice.
so it's very easy to hit them with
Yeah.
disruptors.
Yeah. And one mistake, and everything, well, not everything, but a lot of this will die.
no, you cannot lose the mothership.
Here we go. Choose wisely.
That's the thing, though. It's kind of weird to see Ravager
choose.
because they blow up very easily with this
Whoa!
disruptor.
You
Like-
chose
like
wisely.
Nice hit, nice hit.
Wow,
good force
good
fields as
force
well.
fields as well, indeed.
Oh, secondary ball comes in, and that's it just finishes off that Ravager.
I think it was already dead, but that's alright. Oh, use the
Oh.
mothership. You have so many photon overcharges available. If he triple photon overcharges there, he's going to be more than fine.
Not bad. Not bad so far, but
That's actually a very good hold so far.
there's a
That's
lot
a
more units
sick
on the way, though.
defense.
How the hell did 3 roaches get back there? Behind the mineral line?
Those were the 3 roaches that were supposed to die to the disruptor.
Wow, that's going to be really annoying.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, this is the moment where it starts.
disgusting.
This is where it becomes very hard to defend, I think.
Yeah, because now he has to go back to deal with that, and well, he does
Okay.
clear up the side.
One more! Disruptor! From downtown, actually,
Oh,
decent
don't lose
hit.
him though! Don't lose him though!
Photon overcharge!
Oh, he loses 1. Still units. on
Oh
this-
no, he's gonna blink! Oh,
Wow.
well, I guess maybe 1 or 2 of his own pros, but 4 roaches as well, so pretty decent.
Just more and more units. 12 more roaches being rallied across. Now Vipers as well of all units. Now he's finished up with a hive.
Shigo actually has very good macro. He's always had very good macro. He's a very fast player.
Do you just yank out the disruptors then? Pick them off and then...
Yeah, you
Lord,
just yanking
continuing,
out
right?
the disruptor is a really good thing to do.
Hey,
Yeah.
what happens if you shoot one of your disruptor balls and on that moment you get abducted?
I have no idea.
Hitting the heart, hitting
pre-
questions, boys.
Pretty sure it still shoots.
Yeah, I
it'll
think-
still shoot. But if you
Yeah.
kill it before it explodes,
Yeah.
then it obviously
like-
stops. But
Actually, I think this is the case. It doesn't do anything to the ball.
Yeah. but it's gonna die so fast if you do pull it. Then
Yeah, the ball will probably vanish.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, I've had game where like your disruptor is like in the middle of the Zergami with the balls on top of it, and then it explodes in time. Oh,
Yeah, that was cool. He used stasis. I kind of like stasis. I think we're gonna see a lot of very cool stuff because of that. in the
Stasis
future.
is fucking awesome.
yeah. And here comes the first little bit of this attack from Shigua to go up 3-1. He starts his right hand side. Here comes the disruptors by themselves. We can deal with this, they say. One launches himself, going to get 1 Hydra, which is probably going to die anyway. The rest is still here, but the army's
Oh,
over here,
God.
and this is the problem because the disruptors need to be on this side. Force fields go down. They're still chilling on the right-hand side.
And no pylons either, so those disruptors are going to be very, very exposed soon. I think he's going to run out of force fields over here as well. Another disruptor died.
Oh, he's falling apart now. The disruptor's just going to get taken out one by one, and that is the beef, that is the defense, that is the army, that is the power that Protoss has, and it's just dying, as you can see. And it looks like we have a walkover from Shigua on the second and thirds. And this is going to be that, unfortunately, for Nice. And that means that Taiwan is going to need to bring out their star or revive a player, which one could only imagine it's Haas. But we'll see.
It's very unfortunate, I think, for Nice that he has to play on this map as well. And that it was cross-map to make things even worse.
Shigo gets a couple of kills in a row.
He played very well again, just did what he had to do, right? But I think Petit Drogo made an excellent point when he said, if you open up the way that Nice was playing, you don't want cross map, you know. Horizontal or vertical, both would be a lot better than cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he microed very well. Like he played very well, like considering how far behind he was.
Yeah.
So it's too bad that you had like this unfortunate opening.
And also the supply block. I think if that Oracle arrives 6, 7, or 8 seconds earlier, then maybe you can kill 7 or 8 drones. Then I still don't love his position, but it becomes a lot more manageable.
Well, now it's 3-1 for China, with 1 game away from moving forward to play against the Ukraine as our last match of the evening. Remember, we do GSL-style groups for these guys. Norway are already playing tomorrow because they were pushed out and eliminated in the first match. They go down to the loser match. So 3 games from Group A today, 2 tomorrow. So we'll crown the first place soon, within the next hour or 2. And then we'll be playing the second place decider game tomorrow and find out who goes through in second place. Who is the Taiwanese player to be revived?
Haas.
It has to be.
It has to be Haas. Roddy bringing out
cheeky one.
The cheeky ones. Oh,
I say beat you.
Oh my gosh. Hashtag NW3.
That is not photoshopped at all.
That is.
Those guys are so cool.
Wow, that is one way to watch Nation Wars. Literally my face after King of Cheese games. Hello, Suna Kasuri. Thanks for your tweet. Here's another one. Bloody Mary's in the Sky Lounge watching the boys. Rot.
This is my boy, Archnog, JD.
Mate.
He's a legend.
I know. I met him again at this past event wherever I was in America. Maybe BlizzCon.
Yes, BlizzCon as well.
Yay for hashtag MW3. Hello, Yulisa Sum.
That looks so comfy.
That looks comfy. It's a cat though.
Yeah.
It's a cat.
Doesn't look that comfy.
Yeah, that's why it looks awesome, dude.
That cat is like...
Because little cats. Don't
And
want
look
to
at life
pet
as
him.
well.
No, I do not.
All right, who is it going to be? We're going to find out in a second.
We already know it's going to be.
Yeah.
You feel it.
You feel
in your
it, you
heart
know
of
it.
hearts, you
Everyone
know that it's
knows.
always going to be Haas.
It's always going to be Haas.
If this is not Haas, I'm actually refusing to cast this upcoming game. I'll just walk off and be like, oh, gaming, I'm done.
We're done. We're done. It's going to be a great game, though, no matter what, because I think... Imagine Haas, if he does come out, the turnaround kill.
Of course it's going to be Haas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already thinking about the awesomeness that Haas is going to bring over
Well, he's
here.
got a lot of work to do.
That's true.
Shigua, well, it depends who they play, but...
I think Haas
Here we
in
go.
PvP, I think he's very scary. 14 minutes.
For Taiwan, it is the last remaining player to be revived. The one and only hope to go through in first place. If not, they play tomorrow in the losers match against Norway. It is... Reveal Haas. Okay, Haas. We knew it was Haas. Looking for this. So going to be Haas versus Shigua rematch. We're going to go to a very, very brief break to allow players to get ready. Thoughts, builds, and strategies to be prepared for what could be the last match. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm out of the shot. You're watching NationWars Season 3. We're in the round of 16. And right now, China is taking on Taiwan. Let me help you with it.
It doesn't work like that, Todd.
You need a clip, lady?
Yes, but it's all right. They have it in front of their shirts on the NFL as well. They can do it at the NFL on Thursday Night
Football.
Football.
They can do it everywhere.
Yes, because that's America and they have freedom, whether they want to put it in front or behind their back.
Apollo is really short. There you go.
So it's all right.
Yeah, a pretty good match here we got coming up. Shigua against Haas. Shigua is on a tear, man. He's got a lot of games played on the ladder, and he looks unstoppable right now. What does Haas need to do, Drogo? to take him out.
So the map is Prion Terrace. Okay, he's gonna need his best all-in on this map, because if he lets the Zeg player like macro up on these 2 gold base, this is gonna be out of control.
Yeah, it is definitely a very difficult map, but I think sometimes you just shouldn't overstress it. I know this sounds stupid, because I know a lot of pro players will say like, well, obviously, you know, if you don't overstress it, you're going to be severely outmined, but going for a terrible all-in is not always the best thing you can do, so we will see. We are loaded in 2 Prion Terraces, and over here on the south side of this beautiful map with a lot of gold bases, it is the man, the myth, the legend, Haz.
And his opponents, starting in the top side of the map, playing for Team China, it is of course Shigua. Watermelon.
Yes, we actually never said it in the previous game, I just remembered. Like, I only asked Sean, but I didn't say it. It was fruit, but it was watermelon.
You remember what his nickname was in Warcraft 3?
Shigawa?
Yeah. He was an Orc player who I played against in WCG Italy in quarterfinals or something. Rabbit.
Ah, yes.
So he went from rabbit to watermelon, and I feel like in Warcraft 4 he'd be something like wolf or something, like some random
No,
animal.
he'll be a hybrid between a watermelon and a rabbit.
Waterbit? Rablon?
So this is a Nexus first on the gold, and Zigra as a response is taking his first expand in the natural. So I think like he's acting a bit scared, because
Yeah, I mean he was already doing that. Like he had already gone for the gold. We've seen actually Has do this in the past,
yes, that's
going for gold bases.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, like I was gonna ask this question before the cast, like because this is such a hard thing to do. Take the
Yeah.
gold, then go for a Immortal all-in with a lot of money.
I think it was on Vani that he did that, and maybe on Habitation Station.
I know for a fact. I remember one very old Clone War with my Insanity where I did this versus Kane on the map.
Oh yeah.
With like the really far away gold.
Infernal Pulse?
No, not Infernal Pool. Like Overgrowth. He did that on Overgrowth. Took the gold, then just wait for like 4 gates to
yeah.
Immortal. Was really
And then
sick.
Ken tried to make mass links and
Yeah,
failed
yeah,
against the multiple gates of Has. So
Yeah.
maybe
Poor Kane.
Shigua here shouldn't do that.
Kane is like shooting, and he's like, I haven't watched StarCraft in a while. Let's take a look. First thing he hears, like, yeah, Kane lost against Haas. The gold first. Kane is like, thanks, lads. You know?
Peace out. I'll go back to walking out.
Like
Oh, that probe hidden in the main of Shigua here. Does he realize?
Oh, if the mothership core. Oh my. Well, I guess you can't really get pilots in range of the hatchery.
Yeah, but later for a pylon and like a cheeky 7 gates. Hashtag Roddy build.
Oh, this is pretty sick. It's gate replacement. It actually walls, kind of. So like it's gonna be a lot harder for us to like surround his base or something.
Twilight.
Dark
4
Shrine.
gate into DTs?
I don't know, but this is gonna be scouted instantly by the Overlord of Xera.
Is it though? Like,
Yes.
does he want to go in?
I was looking at it. He's going in.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
scouted now.
But I mean, you can do many things with this Twilight console. It could be Blink,
Yeah.
could be Dark Shrine, could also be
Actually,
Charge.
Since it was scouted, you can do nothing with it and wait for your opponent to maybe get some spores.
Just throw a double Stargate down.
Take another gold base.
I would like to say this is gonna be for Adept upgrade. I hope. Like. This is
Yeah.
cool. Oh no. Oh well.
Blink, huh?
It's a bit less cool, but.
Anything that you predict, it's never going to be right when you cast
Especially
Has.
now,
Yeah.
with this guy, it's very, very hard to predict anything. Like even in the previous game, he throws down 3 Stargates and then he attacks a minute later. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Oh. But I don't know. Blink all in on 2 base. They never feel right anymore. You know, I used to do them, but I feel like the dream is dead. But maybe yes, he's gonna prove me wrong here.
I
by
mean,
keeping the dream alive.
Your other French proto still believes in it. DreamHack, he did quite a few of them.
Oh yeah, well. I mean, I know that Lilbo, after trying that, he didn't believe anymore.
Okay.
Got a lot of stuff for doing that and losing.
Is there a baguette PVZ in Legacy?
Not quite yet. We're
They're
like,
working on it.
we actually disagree with
Yeah.
each other about how to play PvZ.
Maybe you need the innovator that brought you baguette PVZ in Heart of the Swarm.
Yep, I think we do.
Okay, those guys just are gonna get killed after getting 2 drones there, but I guess that prevented a little bit of mining time. I mean, this is Has. He's adding on a bunch of gates. He's gonna be a War Prism, Mass Blink Stalkers. He's gonna move across the map, try and end it.
Yes.
20 links on the production tab. It seems like Shigawa is picking up on this already, though, Todd.
But does he?
The Overlord.
There's 3 spores in production where there's no DT. This is gonna be really hurt like his actual army.
Oh,
to do
that Overlord survives. I mean, does
No, he didn't.
Did Shigo? Okay. Did Shigo actually ever see the natural? Does he think that Haas is on 3 base now? Okay, he has another overload over here.
Yeah.
So he should make nothing but units from now on.
I think Shigwa realized, and I think he saw the amount of gateways. Like he saw almost all of the gateways. So I think he knows that it's multiple gateways and a lot of Blink Stalkers that are going to be headed for him in a second.
And he's going for Ravagers. Like if he lands a couple of corrosive biles on the War Prism, that would be very, very, very useful.
I really like Zigra's army composition. This is like Blink Stalker Lane, you want Link's Ravager, nothing else. This is the best thing you can make right now.
I mean, he doesn't have that many Ravagers. He has one.
Well, he's gonna make more.
Yeah, but he can't get them on time though.
Ooh, that's right.
Where's the Observer? He never made one. I like the Scout like this with just the shades that you cancel after. You can see exactly what your opponent has, and right now, Taiwanese Protoss.
I mean, the more time goes by, like the more I like Shigwa's position, obviously, because he's going to get more Ravagers. They actually have a lot of DPS. It seems like a pretty good engagement for our Chinese Zerg player, who's going to be able to pick off these sentries immediately, gets the Adopt as well. He's probably going to try to go for the War Prism now. Will he be able to get the Prism? Yes, he does, and that's very, very bad news for Haas.
Yeah, Haas in so much trouble. He's going to restart pro production behind this. He's trying to pull back, trying to kite a little bit. Remember, he has no Forge, no upgrade on the way.
But never does Xigra. Xigra actually has only 42 drones right now. It's really low economy for him.
He's dead on hatchery tech. He only now starts the lair.
But I think on 3 hatcheries you're fine though.
Yes, but
RoboBay.
Maybe it's not quite game over yet.
No, AJ, I agree. I definitely agree on that point. It would be nice, but of course we have information, or we have access to all the information and the numbers. It's not something that Haas has. For all he knows, Shigwa is on 62 drones right now, and he feels that he has to end it within the next 20 seconds. Otherwise, he won't be able to win. Maybe if he knew what we knew, he would be able to drop a 3rd Nexus and just try to take the game from there. Maybe double Forge even and catch up in upgrades like that.
Yeah. That Evo chamber placement, by the way, a little bit weird. Right on the gold. Gonna go for Carapace there. The cruise pad's not bad. Yeah, I really wish like he would have made an Observer earlier, but Has now gets it. Do you think Has should just expand one more time and try and last Disruptors?
I think that's the best choice, because sometimes you just have to accept that you cannot close out the game right now, and if you attack, you're just going to lose all your units. So why not just try to drag the game on? Protoss definitely got a comeback unit with the Disruptor, so why not try to hope and
he killed his own pylon.
If you can make something happen.
And unpowered this Robo for a second, but it's now repowered from another one.
Gotta be careful here. I would like to see a few more pylons a little bit offensively, so you can actually rely on Photon Overcharge a little bit better.
With that Mothership Core dodging bullets.
Like Neo in the Matrix.
Like Roddy on the ladder.
Oh, like Roddy on the poker table. That's when I dodge bullets, baby.
You dodge sets like a boss.
Like all of his Ravager, I'm just waiting for them to blow up on one Disruptor shot. I really believe in Haas victory right now, even though it looks pretty dicey.
You believe in Haas's victory?
Yep. I think he's gonna win this game.
Alright.
Where's the fort though?
You wanna have a cheeky bet?
Oh, he's killing a gate now because the Disruptors are stuck on the wrong side.
He has 2 Disruptor now. Come on.
Not quite the architect he'd like to be, I think.
Haas has a lot of money. He has 1100 minerals, so if he spends that, he definitely catches up a little bit in army supply.
Go! You better run. Actually, that's a huge fail. I hate it when this happens, because then it takes such a long time to reload, and now Shigwa feels confident enough to attack into this army of Has here. Blink back is going to be used. This Disruptor is cooled down here, cannot come back fast enough.
Does he get the Mothership Core? Why is he not getting the Mothership Core? He's getting both Disruptors. Wow, that's a massive pick off there. That's like 600 gas.
And Mothership Core dies as well.
Oh man, this is like the Pylon were doing a lot of damage with army. 2 Disruptor shot in that thing? Has is in the lead.
God, these Disruptors were sacrificed like really badly, man.
I love his reasoning. He's like 2 Disruptor shots in the middle of the army, and Haas would have been in lead. I would have been right, guys, really.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a slow army. Slowest army, you can't dodge with that. Ah, damn. I feel bad for Haas.
Second gold being taken and saturated now from Shigwa.
I would love to see Shigwa spread creep a little bit more aggressively, because he had plenty of time to spread creep, and I think this... that's a very nice free pick-up. Because the Shadow ability is on cooldown as well. I think this is a very easy map to spread creep as Zerg.
Has is expanding again.
Yeah.
He just lost the buttload of units. Like he could be in danger against some kind of attack, but he feels confident enough to expand again.
I mean, he lost so much gas in the previous engagement though. He lost both Disruptors, he lost the Mothership Core, and lost a couple of Stalkers.
Oh! Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's just a Lynx though.
How many? 12.
It's like
Good stuff. But Ultra this Cavern now Inspire on the way.
300 resources.
And with the economy that he's got, I think Shigwa can easily go into some Ultras, Brood Lords if he wants to.
Oh, he's getting Adrenal Glands as well. That's actually so sick if you have, I want to do math on stream, 32 of these Zerglings in your main base. Of these Cracklings.
This is really good play to drop. Like a lot of Zerg don't do that, but they should. With Crackling, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. You because you always think as a product, you warp in a bunch of units and you'll be fine. And then you look back, it's like everything died. Literally everything died.
Look at his Overlords on the left-hand side. He's loaded them up here.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That.
Yeah, but he's
while
going for it now, mate.
It's been a long day for Todd as well.
Okay, Kev.
This is gonna be hard to answer results for this right now. It's gonna need some really sick disruptor
Yeah, I
shots.
think he's gonna time it very well, actually. I think Shigwa, if he was to go for an attack at the front, usually you want to time it the same time the one hits in the main, but he pulled back as I said that, so rip in Peperinos.
A couple of adepts gonna get picked off as well on the north side. I think it doesn't make much sense if there's nothing else going on in the game to send in adepts like this over and over again. Like if your opponent only has one job, he will do it most of the time.
Yeah, but if it made sense, he would never do it because he has.
Good point.
You need a prism for that because then you can load up adepts in a prism. It's great.
Yeah, and that also like spreads out the area that your opponent has to defend a little bit more.
Stalkers headed towards Ultras, or rather Ultras headed towards Stalkers. The drop in the main is going to happen now. Can Adepts defend the third base?
If you don't have a Dark Shrine against stuff like this or a bunch of Archons, you're in so much trouble. Look at these Cracklings, man. Look at them go. They're just going to ravage everything. Look at that probe count. It's just like ramping up. 16 probes have fallen already, and most likely a lot more will fall. Now more and more links being unloaded as well in the natural. This is awesome play by Jigwa. Very, very well done.
Has just realized that he never remained Mothership Core as well. He would have loved to have a few photon of a charge here to help with this. So he's remaking it now. It might be too late. Explosions here.
Wow.
We'll get a little bit of these units, but I mean, Greater Spire just finished, and Shigwa is in a fantastic position here to give the victory to China.
This is exactly what we're talking about. It's like you look back, all your gateways are unpowered, all your probes are dead, you're going to lose important structures, like the cybernetic score even going down, and 31 workers going down. That's just a really, really good play by Shigwa. I loved it, man. That was just smart all around.
Yeah. And now with the Brothers on the field, there is no answer from Haas composition. This is looking really dicey.
More and more stalkers.
He's 0-0, Has.
Oh, damn.
I still believe in stalkers.
I don't anymore.
Blink stalkers, the dream is always alive, Todd. Because if you blink perfectly, you won't take any damage at all.
This is not Heart of the Stalker anymore. This is Legacy of the Ravager.
Wow, these Frenchies do know how to whine.
Yes,
First we had Todd in the temperature, and now we got Petit Drogo and Lilba.
Let's see if the Disruptor shot here can land properly. There's quite a few Stalkers, but I mean, against Fungal and this many Broodlords.
I mean, if he kills everything with 5 Disruptor shots, then these Broodlords are exposed, and I still believe in the Blink Stalker, but that is wishful thinking to say the least.
So far today, we've had a lot of these Disruptors made, and the shots or the way they were used haven't been great, I thought. Maybe it's time to see some proper army blowing up here.
I also think that people get better and better in avoiding big Disruptor hits.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Crackling.
Oh my god, they're gonna kill everything in the natural again. You got pretty much gotta go for it. Good
Whoa,
fungal
what?
there. Wow, that's awesome. Use of corrosive bile and fungal growth. Shiga's playing very well, man. He looks like a seasoned veteran already with his relatively new army composition.
The Ultras are a little bit behind. I mean, he got one queen.
and a Ravager, mate.
I know the Disruptors are at the front. Shigwa is gonna push forward. He's still maxed out.
Like, GG! Voila! China!
Has not quite able to do it here with his gold base build. That was like, it was hype when he went for it, but then it very quickly got disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I think Petit Drogo mentioned it very well, that what you want to have is as many of these Ravagers as you had. He didn't have that many, but he had enough for some serious DPS. He had plenty of Roaches to tank, and he had the Lynx as well to wrap around the Blink Stalkers. And, you know, if you're Haas in that moment, you have to pretty much win the game immediately, and if you don't, well, you're going to be in trouble. But I must say, I was much more even impressed with how Jigua played the last 3, 4, 5 minutes in that game. That was awesome. I felt he did everything right with the link drops, shutting down all the adepts, and then getting Broodlords and Ultras. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's true. Like I was looking so much at like how the Protoss were playing that I completely ignored like Ziggurat was just trashing face all around.
Mhm.
I'm winning everything for his team.
So the winners match of today is going to be Ukraine versus China. I don't think a whole lot of people had predicted that. I guess a lot of the people at home expected Norway there, Johan. You and I included.
Yeah, I predicted both matches wrong so far, but this actually gives us also again like some very cool matchups that we can start thinking of, like China against Ukraine. We could see, I guess, Blai against Shigua, Tunming, all these guys. But in particular, Norway versus Taiwan, which will be played tomorrow, Has versus Snoots. It's like a little bit of a wet dream to me.
It does sound really good. Ukraine versus China is going to be awesome. Definitely a lot of ZVZs, of course, with Dima and Blai on Ukraine going up against Tudming and Jigua. But should be some really good ZVZs.
Yeah, ZVZ. I'm sorry.
His Protoss heart is that there's like 3 Protoss players at this desk. He's like, guys, really, man, ZVZ is cool. Like, believe us, we love ZVZ. Cat too shy to be in the picture. It's all right. It's all right, Marcus. Thank you for your picture. Cats don't listen.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I tried to correct these cables, but there is no hope yet for these boys.
The cable is too short, Xavier. Like, if the cable was longer, then obviously we would put it behind our back.
That's what she said. Enjoying
NationWars
3 with a glass of passion. Wait, his glass was empty. Was that his passion? No, was it?
He actually has League of Legends on his TV.
She's tough to see, but she's watching you guys do an awesome job at casting.
Oh, puppy! Puppy!
Oh, yeah. No. I thought he meant the small statue behind. Like
the Charmander. He's talking about his Charmander. He's like, well, you know, we love Pokemon as well, but you're taking it to Little Farm, man. Taking pics of Charmander.
She's not real. She's not alive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, great pictures, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you guys are having fun watching NationWars. It's my first day being here with the boys, gaming, but I'm loving it. Little tired. Whoa! That's awesome.
T-Drogo is loving it.
Yeah,
Look at how happy he looks.
T-Drogo is like, man, those ZBZs. Like, guys, you don't see it, but whenever we go to the lone screen, he's so pumped. He has to cool himself down. They just offered him a Red Bull. He's like, no, my heart can't take it anymore. I'm so excited already.
We saw some Protoss at least, I guess.
Yeah, and we got to see more Protoss because,
I mean, I can't complain. If I was a Terran player, I would be very sad.
I mean, we might see Nice or Nice. Yeah, for sure we will.
Is he a Terran player?
Oh no, wait, he
Nice
was on
plays
Taiwan.
tomorrow.
No,
yeah.
Maxed. I mean Maxed.
The only Protoss that will play, that could play here, is Maxed. Actually, it's
the captain.
Ukraine. They understand how to do things. They don't have any Protoss.
Yeah.
It's 2 Zergs and a Terran. They want to win this tournament.
I looked at the lineups, and of all the countries, there is only one country that fielded 2 Terran players. Do you know which country that is? Not cheating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Denmark. They've got Bunny and Lillekan, and it's the only country that has 2 Terrans. There are a couple of countries with 2 Protosses, a lot of countries with 2 Zergs, and 1 country with 2 Terrans, and that's Denmark. Very noble.
I think the US team should have had more Terrans. Nate, Avilo, like all these guys you put in the team together, like
And
you're in
Paul.
for a real treat.
Why couldn't they vote for? Why couldn't they vote for Paul? I don't get it.
Paul played for America. Like Bolt, Hydra,
Yeah.
and Nathanias.
They would actually win the tournament. That would be insane.
All right, we're gonna have a break, and then we'll be right back with Ukraine versus China here. See you guys in a minute.